Well, my buddy from Iowa keeps sending me pictures and just called me and said he's found his personal best 17 pounds of mushrooms today. So, on a whim, I decided to drive about, I don't know, 6 hours, 7 hours. Who cares? Tank of gas, diesel, doesn't matter. Anyway, stay tuned, folks. We are hopefully on a cool journey where we get to pick a big patch of morels since they decided to skip over my area of Indiana.
Well, folks, it's Dustin. Get the sun outdoors, and my buddy got onto a bunch of mushrooms yesterday in Iowa and called me up. So I came up, and he had to go to work today. He had a rain day yesterday, but he put me on them. First one. Sorry, I'm tired. It was a long drive. Didn't get much sleep. It was fun. I already picked a few pounds yesterday, but see if we can get onto them today. Pick 20 plus pounds would be great. These are beautiful. Gorgeous freezing cold morning here. All right, I think I got into a few here, so let's see if we can do a little picking. Just looking, a lot of death in this area. I'm just watching and looking for them. The vegetation's just about perfect, and these are just right at prime time mushrooms, where you can get real poundage because they're fresh and mature. Oops. But they're hidden underneath the grasses. There's two more. There's two more right there. One under the grass there and a nice tall one there. So, see if we get into them. This is fun. I ain't ran into any big patches yet, but that's a big mushroom. So, oh, there's another one right there. Maybe a few around here. We'll see. Oh, yep. There's another one. Hard to see. Right there. I could be all up in them underneath this grass here. It's hard to explain how thick that thatch layer is, but thick enough that it hides huge mushrooms. Awesome. Hope to stay in them. Well, folks, I'm in them. These are amazingly hard to see, but everywhere I keep looking. Let's see if I can show you these, because I've lost a bunch already. Got to bend down real. I don't know why I can't get this to focus. There we go. Got a little bit of a brown stem, but that's all right. Somewhere down here, there's another one. And there's another one. Right there in that black area, there's another one. Right here, there's a giant one right there in the middle of the screen. It's hard to see. So, there's another one right there. So I'm gonna get to picking, folks. Stay tuned. This could be an epic trip. I just picked a giant. We're doing, I can't complain. I don't know, pound and a half or so, but I just ran into a giant one. I picked one out of the water over here because it's rained quite a bit since all day yesterday and then through last night. That's a nice one. Look at this, down in the water. Like to get into a big old mess of them, and just a little bit smaller, but those are nice. Happy to pick them. I'm not hitting any big patches by any means, but it's pretty consistent. They're hard to see. There's one in the middle of the screen. There's another one. But in these little areas, you just, like, you run into absolute monsters. That's a monster over there. That right there. That's a monster. So it's just, I only see 3 right now. I'm not far from where I just picked the ones in the water that was monsters. So the pattern is looking all the dead stuff, and there's some mushrooms, not in every one, but on a lot of them, there's fun picking for sure. Yeah, starting to add up. But this is the second cluster that I found. I had to slow down a little bit. I'm finding them on this hillside here. But another little cluster. But they're really hard to see whenever, just to get through this thatch. Although they're right at the perfect color to glow a little bit, and everything's wet still, so makes it a little easier. I think I'll get into some today though. Hoping to pick 15-20 pounds. I'm probably at 2.5 to 3, and I picked some last night, so I'm probably up to 6. So really I need about 14-15 more pounds and I'll be there, and at this rate we'll get there. Well, just hit my first patch. I picked one, and there's one. Then I noticed there was one. I noticed here was one. I noticed there's 2 more, so I'm sure there's some hidden I ain't seeing yet. I'm gonna get to picking. I'll just show you guys totals. But here we go. I think the first time in my life I've done this due to rains, but I definitely found a pattern with the waterways. That's always a pattern, but with all the rain, literally picking them. Look at them 2 up there, getting waterfalled over. There was another one, because I didn't even see those 2 a second ago. There. I think I'm about to get into a few. Oh, yep, there. All right, awesome. Awesome. There. 2 up there, 1 over here, another one up there. That's what I can see from here. I might have to turn around and look. Well, I'm starting to get into some poundage here. I mean, that's a decent sized bag, and these are my favorite. I hit these just right time wise, so I've got a few more over there on the other side too, but I just figured I'd come across the creek and maybe see what was this giant right here. They're down in the water. Lost a few due to too much water, but that's okay, we can lose some. It's hard for me to explain how excited I am. This is a different kind of mushroom hunting for me, even. Just basically in fields, but looks like I'm about ready to run up on another batch here. I'm about to start picking. The sun back there, but it's a sunny day. Makes it harder for me. There's 1. There's 2 in my shadow. There's 3. There's 4 right down there. 5's a giant. I already picked 1. Actually picked 3, but there's probably more. You can see what I'm picking in. It's rough stuff for spotting them. All right, it's the first morning here in Iowa, but well, we ended up doing so far. When I say we, I mean me. Pretty awesome, and I've got 4 pounds that I picked last night, so maybe 4 pounds 11 ounces I think I picked last night, so I'm stoked. This is a good sized cooler.
I mean, just as you're about to get discouraged, I mean, they just keep you coming. They just say, hey, there's a few left. Well, I started getting into them, and I was like, man, you know what? I want to check over here. And look, folks, underwater. Two right there. That one's completely submerged right there. One right here, another completely submerged. Then another one, and two more. Hang on, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5 and 6, 7 more. They're hard to get in here, so give me just a minute here and I'm gonna fill up a bag real quick. I just started picking maybe 5 mushrooms, and I just had a feeling that the water level, and I hurried over here, but look at that. Right there. Another one. Right there underneath me. I got into a few, so here we go. Folks, I got into some giants. Nice bag full, probably got 3.5 pounds in there that I picked at last spot. And picked a couple along the way, but nothing like this. That's a giant. And I can't tell if you can see it underneath there, but that's a giant too. I'll record this one. Just a baby. Well, now I got a 5-pound bag, and man, it ain't really stopped. It's, oh golly, another one. So I'm about done with this bag, but there's a giant, and there's a giant, and hidden under them leaves is another giant. I'm gonna get another bag out. Push. Excuse me, I'm pushing about 15 pounds today. I just want to reiterate, finding them right next to the water in it. That's been my detail of the day. Excuse me. Well, I'm about probably gonna hit over 20 pounds today. So I had it on. And then I got, I don't know, probably 4 and some change there. Probably about, I don't know, 3.5, 4 there, but just literally was thinking, I bet there's some on this side because I did well on the other side. And I'm about ready to do some heavy picking here. These are tall, big ones. 1 out and wide open. 2. There's a 3-pack. There's another one. There's the 2 or 3 giants or so over there. Another one right there. That one right here. There's 5 in your screen there. So I'm gonna get to picking. It's getting late in the day, but man, I'm glad I had an inkling about this spot. I really don't want to brag, folks, but I literally just swapped out bags for this patch, and I thought this is what I showed you, which this is 1.5 pounds at least already, if not pushing 2 pounds, because they're big mushrooms, and there's 16 or 17 in there, I don't remember. But all right, so you see those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more. Maybe that's it, but still, it's going to be at least 3 pounds. Probably picked in, there's 2 more right there, a couple minutes. So probably just picked another 3.5 pound, maybe only 3 pound. Not very long, and I quit picking them because I have to come back and carry the rest back with us too. But one happy camper here, but hard to get these back for sure. But some of them were really hard picking, but the last 3 pounds was very nice, just tall grass, nothing to walk around, close to some water. I mean, that's been the key, these little swells. Very fruitful. Got to be about 20-25 pounds now. I mean, we hit this right. I hit this right just for the absolute monsters. And these are huge. There's a lot of weight added up real quick when you keep finding 2, 3, 4s of these under lots of trees anyway. Sometimes 10, 12 of them. That makes it real easy. This one in the background is a giant. Man, there's weight on these guys. Just hit them just right too. Perfect. I'm almost back to the vehicle. I don't know how many pounds that is, probably pushing 15. Will be after I pick that one and that one. And there's another one right there. And I looked down the hill there and saw about 5 more. And I looked down the hill down there and saw 4 or 5 more. So I'm gonna pick these real quick. And skip back to the truck, I guess. Happy. I don't know why the grid lines are on it. I guess let's do some picking. Maybe I'm just gonna pick them and figure out what I'll do with them here. My back's killing me from carrying all them mushrooms, to be honest with you, but that's a great problem to have, especially when you're getting into these giants. And I'm literally almost back to the truck. I walked right past all this. Like, I could have picked all these mushrooms and saved myself a whole lot of walking. But that's how I found everything, I guess. There's 2 more in there. There's a big one here. I guess I'll use this one. So I picked those first 3 I found. Somewhere over here's a few. Let's pick these guys. About perfect on these guys. Not bad. There's 4 real quick. And then I thought I saw a couple right here. I did. Pick these. 2 of them already knocked over. That seems to happen. 3. 5. Nice. Now let's go add about at least 10 or 12 mushrooms to the bag.
Nicer. And then taking these, flipping a few of these around. I haven't even messed with these to even try
to show. Hey folks, hey, and then here in a second I want you, are you videotaping? Because if you are, look, hey folks, I don't want to say that I'm disappointed by any means, because I'm far from disappointed. I thought I would find a little bit more than this, to be honest with you. All that said, I've only got about 24 hours in it, and I've never really mushroom hunted like this before. But once my buddy tells me what the pattern is, you just follow his pattern and maybe tweak it an inch or two, and you can run into maybe a couple pounds of mushrooms. I'm honestly, this is within the top 20 best days mushroom hunting in my life, probably. And it's the very number one that I ever just went out of state on a whim. It's only a 6-hour drive.